of a penalty. Well, it was a festival of football in Nigeria yesterday. We had the Nigerian Women Football League, we had the Nigerian National League, and then there was also action in the Nigerian Professional Football League. We'll be giving you the results of all the games that were played. And of course, there's action. We saw action last night in the UEFA Champions League and also in the UEFA Europa League. We'll look at some of the results of the matches that were played last night, plus everything happening in the ever exciting world of sports. Boxing, will say something about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury says the fight is no closer to being done. I had my reservations when they were telling us, oh, this fight is going to come very soon. Something told me that the earliest we'll have this fight might be 2022, if we ever have that fight at all. And we'll be remembering the greatest, Muhammad Ali, commemorating his victory over at that time the greatest heavyweight boxer in the world, the fearsome. Some say he is the most fearsome boxer ever. We're talking about the late Sonny Liston. Good morning and welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KUFM, Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Agosa Agbekan, the Sports Maestro, is also here. Agosa, good morning, welcome. Let's begin on a very pleasant note. Edo Queens beating Confluence Queens 1-0 at the Samuel Ogumudia Stadium yesterday. The wife of the governor of Edo State, that was the first lady of Edo State, Betsy Obaseki, was there to cheer the girls to victory, and we'll hear from her what she had to say. But Edo Queens with that victory, winning 1-0 over Confluence Queens.
Well, congratulations to them. It wasn't really easy getting that 1-0 victory because it was the last effort from Super Sub to meet Tokbe Oweye, who had to save them that blushes. But all the same, I think it was good. All they wanted was the 3 points, and they got it. No matter how you get your 3 points, 3 points is 3 points. And so, returning to winning ways, I think that was very good for Roland Sinode. I hope they continue to build on that. Yes, they've done very well playing at home, but away, apart from the last game they lost, that's the only game that they've lost so far this season. So, all things being equal, and with the support they're getting from the state government, the fans, and everyone supporting them from home and abroad, I'm sure at the end of the day they are going to build on this momentum and continue to win, whether home or away. But I think it's good for you to see teams winning home, away from home because of fair officiating and all that. So I just hope that everything will go well with the Nigerian Women's League. In areas of officiating and every other thing when it comes to fans encroachment and all. If all these things can be taken care of, I don't think we'll have any problem having teams winning away from home because so many teams play under pressure because of the pressure from the fans and sometimes the force of the officiating. So let's see how this season will pan out. But for Edo Queens, I have no doubts about their abilities. They won yesterday and it was a fantastic win.
The goal came really late, 83rd minute, Tope Oweye getting that goal. And I recall also the last game they played at home, they needed I think it was late that they also got
it was also
one goal. Yes, and it seems the goals have kind of dried up. Well, last time out they went away to Bayelsa Queens and got 2 goals away from home, which is impressive for you to score 2 goals away. Their first game of the season, they scored 4 goals at home. I think that was against was it Dream Stars Ladies. Now they won that match 4-1. But it seems that well, it's good though. 3 points is 3 points. Even if it is 1-0, whether 10-0, it doesn't matter. Once you get 3 points, that's the most important thing. But I was thinking, okay, maybe they will be scoring more goals at home. But congratulations, Edo Queens, for that victory. Good one. And it's 3 points, which is very, very good. And it will give them added motivation to ahead of their next game. As I said, the First Lady of Edo State, Betsy Obaseki, was at the stadium. Let's listen to what she had to say after that game.
Excellency. And they did something today, so we're very happy. We expected that they would win, and we're happy.
Excellency, how often will you come to cheer your girls up?
Any and every time that I have the opportunity. I will be here to support. I'll be there to support them all the time. They've really made us proud. Since the renewal and rejuvenation of the team with the new regime and all the hard work of the deputy governor, the girls have come up and they've practically won every match. So we expected the same today and they didn't disappoint us. So we're very happy. They were obviously the better team and they could have scored a lot more goals. So we're happy that we won today. And I hear they moved up from number 5 to number 3. So we're praying that they get higher and possibly win this league.
The team will be traveling to Delta State to meet Delta Queens Nabo next week.
Yes.
What's your message to your team?
They must come back with a win as well. They should forget that they're playing their sisters and win them and come back. So we're very happy and every word of encouragement for the girls to continue to do well.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Her Excellency Betsy Obaseki, the First Lady of Edo State, speaking there, celebrating the win of Edo Queens. She was there at the stadium to watch them. And interesting, she called Delta, Delta Queens, the sisters of Edo Queens. Yeah, but and I remember also a couple of years ago when the governor had his workshop to reposition sports in Edo State, and they said Delta States have been topping the National Sports Festival, the medal table of the National Sports Festival. So he was going to ensure that the swimming pool at the Samuel Ogwuminde Stadium is fixed. They've done that now, and when they do that, he wants to see how our younger brothers Delta State will come and top the medals table when Edo State is there. Okay, so Edo Queens, you had the First Lady. Don't forget your sisters. So forget that you're sisters. When you go to play against Delta Queens next week, beat them. I recall somebody from Delta sent me a message and was saying, if Robo Queens were playing against Edo Queens, will I say out of pity for what FC Robo Queens went through, that they should beat Delta? And I had to apologize. Look, it was just talk now, you know. But by the way, Delta Queens beat FC Robo Queens 1-0 yesterday. So let's look at the results of the other matches that were played in the Nigerian Women Football League. Okay, as we told you, Edo Queens took on Confluence Queens. Temitope Owoye got the only goal of the game in the 83rd minute. So Edo Queens winning that encounter 1-0. Then we had Royal Queens taking on Dream Stars Ladies. That match ended 2-0 in favor of Royal Queens. Chika Idika got the first goal, while Rosemary Additional got the second goal in the 57th minute. Chika Idika's goal was in the 46th minute. Ibom Angels lost 1-0 at home to Nasarawa Amazons. Adejoke Jalonibu got the only goal of the game in the 82nd minute. Abia Queens won, Bayelsa Queens 2. Bayelsa Queens are really flying. Vincent Precious got the first goal for Bayelsa Queens in the 40th minute. Mesoma Ibe equalized for Abia Angels in the 56th minute before Charity Ruben got the winning goal. It was a penalty converted in the 89th minute. Really late goal there. Pelican Stars 1, Rivers Angels 2, another away goal. So this is the third away win that we are talking about in this match, the 7 of the Nigerian Women Football League. Cynthia Aku puts Rivers Angels ahead in the 9th minute, while Brume Ihekwa made it 2-0 in the 16th minute. Chinwedum Ufomba pulled the goal back for Pelican Stars in the 73rd minute, and that's how the match ended. Ocean Babes 1, Sunshine Queens 0. Kafayat Bashiru got the only goal of the game. This was even later than other goals that we have seen. It came in the 92nd minute, and it was a penalty converted by Kafayat Bashiru. As I told you earlier, Delta Queens 1, FC Robo Queens 0. Tejiri Edward got the only goal of the game in the 72nd minute. This was a penalty which she converted. Okay, so that's what happened. These are the results of the matches that were played in the Nigerian Women's Football League. So congratulations to all the teams who won, especially our own Edo Queens. All right, let's talk about the Nigerian National League now. As we told you, Bendel Insurance were in action away. They took on Crown FC, but unfortunately they lost that game 1-0. The only goal of the game was a penalty, which Crown FC converted.
Yeah, it was a tough game. We expected that Bendel Insurance will come back with something, maybe get a share of these points, or better still claim the maximum point. But sometimes it's really not easy for you to win away from home when it comes to Nigerian National League. It's really tight, and Crown FC, also playing at home, wanted to also make use of the advantage that they've got. Well, I think they were not disgraced, despite the fact that we had that, they played on the turf that was not really nice. But all the same, sometimes that is what you get when you play away from home. Even your host sometimes will want to frustrate your efforts. But to be a champion, you have to defy all this. You have to ensure that you scale all the challenges and go on to get what you want. But all the same, they are still in the race for the title at the end of the season. So I just want to I'll tell them that all they need to do is to come back, re-strategize, and hit up again. Get maybe 2-3 wins on the bounce, and also see where they'll be on the table. But all the same, they've been giving the support to the guests. They have also gotten their own from the state government, the fans, and everyone. So I expect everyone to come back home and start a winning run. That's we sent warning signals to the other opponents. That yes, Bendel Insurance, they are here to move on to the bigger division. All the same.
Is the Edo Queens captain. The names could be confusing. Bernard Ogbe.
Bernard Ogbe, I hope he goes on to do great stuff. I'm sure at the end of the day, Insurance will get one of the tickets.
Okay, so the only goal of that game was scored by Ogini Olatubosun. That was in the 62nd minute, and we heard that it was a penalty which they converted. All right, let's look at the other results. I think matches were played in Group B2 of the Nigerian National League yesterday. We had Apex Crane taking on Holy Arrows. Apex Crane won that encounter 1-0. Remo Stars 1, Abia Comets 0. Atete and Gateway played out a goalless draw. The same results in the match between Ibom Youth FC and Bayelsa United. Okay, so these were the results of the matches that were played in the Nigerian National League. We'll go on a break now. When we return, we will be looking at the Nigerian Professional Football League.
Good dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's chosen toothpaste Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Now the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly, spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Yes, stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations.
All right, welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 92.7 KFM Benin City, celebrating the victory of Edo Queens last night against Confluence Queens. They won that match 1-0. Bendel Insurance played away against Crown FC, but they lost 1-0. Okay, let's talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League now. We had some matches. Enyimba International took on Aqua United. That match was 1-1. Kano Pillars 1, Sunshine Stars 0. Aquara United 1, Abia Warriors 1. Nasarawa United beat FC Ifeanyi 3-0, while Plateau United replicated that scoreline. They beat Jigawa Golden Stars 3-0. Warri Wolves 1, Rivers United 0, and Wiki Tourists 2, Rangers International 1.
Surprising results, honestly, especially from a Wiki Tourist beating Rangers International. That was really a thrilling one. I expected that the Flying Antelopes will be able to get something away from home. I'm really happy with the way things are going in the Nigerian Professional Football League. No minus anymore, and the big names, if they don't play well, they will hardly get much more points. I expected Enyimba yesterday to build on their form and also get a win to take them to the top, but they missed that opportunity. And Fatai Osho, the manager, was not happy with that performance. He expected them to get the 3 points, and that is the reason why Kano Pillars with their victory are now top. But all the same, I think the fight is still on, and we still expect the big boys to live up to expectations at the end of the day. So Enyimba, they are still in the mix despite that draw yesterday. They could still do something. And Aqua United, they are a very strong side too, with Tufamudo, somebody who played for Enyimba before, and now with Aqua United, a fantastic leader striker for that batter. So having somebody like him inside your Etihad boss, it's a big trade. Though it was a defender that got their equalizer yesterday, not Tufamudo, but when you have quality players with experience, it helps, to push you far, in the league. So really tough games being played yesterday, and Property United, they took their chances, they won convincingly. Nasarawa United, same thing. So it wasn't really easy, but Kora United and Abia Warriors are also getting a draw. That's also a fair one, because they're also they're also contenders at the moment as the table stands right now, talking about Aqua United. So I'm really happy with what happened yesterday. But for Enyimba, well, they are the only ones flying our flag in the continent. I still expect them to do very well in the domestic league.
So now Kano Pillars are top 23 points from their 12 games, followed by Kwara United 22 points from 12. Enyimba at 10, they've got 22 points, but they've only played 10 matches, so they win their outstanding games. You know that they will go back to being top of the table. Nasarawa United have got 20 points from 12. Rangers 20 points from 12, they are 5th. Aqua United are 6th, 19 points from 12. Rivers United 7th, 18 points from 10 matches. Then Wiki Tourist 8th, they've got 16 points from 11 games. Lobby Stars 16 points from 11, they are 9th. Jigawa Golden Stars 16 points from 12, they are 10th on the table. Sunshine Stars have got 15 points and they've played 12 matches. Plateau United have got 14 points, they played 11 matches, they are 12th on the table. Heartland are 13th, 14 points from 11 games. Dakada FC are 14th on the table, 14 points from 10 matches. Abia Warriors are 13th on the table, they've played 12 games. So it's like that ultimatum that they gave to their manager, Imama Kabo, really worked. They have now left the relegation zone. They are 15th on the table. MFM FC are 13th. They are 16th on the table. They've got 13 points from their 11 matches. Katsina United, managed by Baldwin Bazwaye, are 17th on the table. They've got 13 points from their 11 games, so they are now in the relegation zone. FC Ifeanyi are 18th on the log. With FC Ifeanyi, I'm a bit surprised and worried, with the kind of financial muscle that the owner has and everything. And at one point, it looked like the destination of choice for any aspiring footballer in Nigeria. But recent season, things have not been going quite well there. They are 18th on the table in the relegation zone. They've got 12 points from 12 matches. Warri Wolves are 19th on the table, 12 points from 11, and Adamawa United, rock bottom, they've got just 3 points from 11 matches. This is really, really poor from Adamawa United. Really,
really poor for them. Except something happens, I don't see how they are going to live, to survive the MPFL, honestly, because they seem to be the whipping boys at the moment. Whoever play against them gets to take that maximum points or get a draw. But most of the matches they've lost, and look at where they are, and it is really sad that they cannot even compete with others, even if others are struggling. At least they should also be on the same level. Looking at the points they have, there's no hope for them that at the end of the day, yes, they'll stand a chance of surviving the relegation. Except something happen, maybe they bring in some players or maybe change the technical crew and all that. That's the only reason they can come out. If not, I feel they are still going to suffer more from other guys. There are matches today, of which they will be at home to Lobby Stars. Katsina United will face MFM, while Heartland will take on Dakar. These are the 3 matches slated for today.
Okay, we had 7 games last night, and today we're going to have 3. Okay, let's go now to Europe. We had this awesome anthem last night. Inspiring UEFA Champions League anthem. We had it in 2 cities in Europe last night. Real Madrid, the record champions, were awesome. They played in Italy and they were able to beat Atalanta 1-0 away from home. Although Atlanta had a man sent off early on, and it took Real Madrid the whole of 86 minutes before Ferland Mendy got the breakthrough for them. Remo Fuller of Atalanta was sent off very early in the game, 17 minutes. So Real Madrid winning this encounter 1-0 away from home. So all they have to do is to avoid defeat at home, and they will be in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they are the record champions, like you rightly said, even if they are not playing well in the Spanish La Liga. But once it comes to the Champions League, there is a different ballgame. Right now, they are having injury problems, over the place. The attacking department, the defense department, and all that, they've got issues. But the manager who has won it back to back, even as an assistant, knows how to play at the UEFA Champions League, and he just roll out his instructions yesterday, and it was carried out to the letter. Yes, we expect so many goals yesterday, but Atalanta, who trashed Napoli 4-2 in the Italian Serie A, I expected them to also build on that form, though they've done very well when it comes to Champions League. But yesterday they met the kings of the Champions League, though they were playing at home. Real Madrid, home or away, once the Champions League, just forget it. And that was what they did yesterday. Yes, Fuller was sent off because he denied Mendy a goal scoring opportunity. If Mendy had gone into the 18-yard box, that would have been a clear penalty. So that was why he was sent off. And I thought, okay, Madrid will capitalize on that advantage and see how they can get more goals. But they should thank their stars that yes, they won 1-0. But it's not over, because Madrid could be beaten at home. We saw what smaller clubs have done to them. So this is the Champions League. They just need to get some of their players back, or better still, try to stay play a goalless draw or any form of draw, because if Atlanta should get their act right, they are a side that they could score 4, score 5 away from home. So it is not over, but yesterday they proved that yes, they are they know how to win the Champions League. So they just taught Atalanta a big lesson. So John Gasperini, the manager of Atalanta, has a lot to do, because winning at the Santiago Bernabeu will be a very, very big work for him to do. It's going to be massive if he's able to do that. So let's see how teams respond that. Although PSG, they went to Camp Nou and they saw the conquered, but will Atalanta be able to do that at the Bernabeu? That's a big question. Though the manager Zinedine Zidane, he does not know if his future will continue at the end of this season. But I think if the Frenchman wants to leave, he would want to leave with with a trophy and in a positive manner. So let's see if we're able to take the Los Blancos to the final.
Okay. Borussia Mönchengladbach lost 2-0 at home to Manchester City. City, they have been doing very well in the English Premier League, in the FA Cup, in the League Cup. So they are on course for a quadruple. Whether they will eventually win, that is another thing altogether. But right now, they still have a chance to win 4 trophies. Bernardo Silva got the first goal for them, while Gabriel Jesus got the second goal. So they beat Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-0 away from home.
Yeah, they've been in fine form and the same momentum they took into that game yesterday. Yes, Mönchengladbach, they are German side. They are ruthless. On a very good day, they can beat any team if they have their way. But playing against Manchester City, these guys, I don't know, even without Kevin De Bruyne, they were winning games, let alone having the Belgian right there on the pitch. So it was really a tight one for them, though they played at home, and I don't see how they are going to come back. Going to the Etihad to look for a victory that will send them to the quarterfinals, that's a massive work for Borussia Mönchengladbach. For Joseph Guardiola, this is the tournament that they want him to win. He has won other trophies in England, but if he's able to win this, then I'm sure it's going to be the happiest man. So it's half a job done right now. It's not over. Let's see how they're going to complete the second leg. But I'm sure that the second leg, they are still going to be the favorites to win that game. No, it's football, like we always say, it's like biscuits. It could break it aside. But the form that they are in now, it will be difficult to stop them at the Etihad.
Well, they usually play this competition on Thursdays, hence the moniker Thursday football. Tottenham Hotspur, they played against Wolfsberger last night in the UEFA Europa League, and they won 4-0. Dele Alli, it's been a long time that we saw him scoring for Tottenham Hotspur. At one point, it looked like he was going to Paris Saint-Germain, but it didn't happen. So he stayed, and he scored yesterday. Vinicius also scored. Gareth Bale got among the goal too, and Vinicius with a brace there. So Vinicius 2 goals, Dele Alli 1 goal, and Gareth Bale 1 goal. That's how Tottenham Hotspur beat Wolfsberger.
It was a dominant display. That's what you expect from Tottenham Hotspur, playing against the Austrian side Wolfsberger. Yes, the first leg they also won away from home. I think that match ended 4-1. It ended 4-1. Now it's 1 on aggregate. So dominant display. And if Tottenham had not won that game yesterday convincingly, people would have questioned the ability of Jose Mourinho, despite the fact that he has been named the best coach of the century. He's really on the hot seat right now, and I hope he gets to take that form into the Premier League and see how he can lift the Lily Whites. But yesterday they got their chances, and Dele Alli, we thought, okay, maybe at the end of this summer, will be on his way out. He could also convince Josie that he has what it takes to stay at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But it all depends on how things will pan out at the end of the season. But yesterday he scored an overhead kick, just as Olivier Giroud also did for Chelsea. So scoring that kind of overhead kick and also getting assists, I think is really great for Dele Alli. What he did yesterday was really fantastic. I think that is what we expected from them.
Okay, before we look at the fixtures for today, let us look at the results of the other matches that we played across the different leagues. In the Spanish La Liga, we had Barcelona taking on Elche. Lionel Messi got a brace, while Jose Alba got the 3rd goal. So Barcelona won this encounter 3-0. And in the French Ligue 1, it was Nimes who triumphed 1-0 over Lorient.
Yeah, battle of, between the two struggling teams, and Nimes were able to win that game. I thought Terry Murphy, the Nigerian striker, who has been in fantastic form, getting about 8 goals this season so far, will be able to do something away from home. But when you have two struggling teams playing and one is home, the one at home will want to take the maximum points, or whether still they share these points. But it was really unfortunate that they were able to beat Nimes yesterday, and that also ensured that they moved a little up the ladder in the French League. Nice are now outside the red zone, and you have Lorient down to 19 spots. So that is the results, and it just favored Nims. If Nims can go on to win more games, then they could climb up to about maybe 16 or 15 spots. But right now, they're still very closer to the red zone on 24 points, and Lorient on 23 points.
In the CAF Champions League Group B, Al Hilal Omdurman took on TP Mazembe. That match ended goalless.
It is the Champions League we are talking about. Here on Duma, they've got quality players. They've got a strong squad, and TP Mazembe, yes, another fantastic team who could go on to win home or away. But yesterday, it's still the group stage, so I expect sometimes to have difficult matches. Then try to balance things up before the end of the group stage matches. Then we'll not look at those that will qualify and those that we drop down to the CAF Confederation Cup. But all the same, it was a fair result as far as I'm concerned.
To come to today in the UEFA Europa League, some matches, round of 32. Ajax will play against Lille. Arsenal versus Benfica, first leg ended 1-1. Hoffenheim taking on Molde. Rangers will play against Royal Antwerp. Napoli versus Granada. We don't know Victor Osimhen. Yeah, they are Super Eagles coach Gennett Ross says is hopeful that he'll make a full recovery and he might even play for Nigeria in those qualifiers. But for now, we are not sure. We don't know just yet. Shakhtar Donetsk will take on Maccabi Tel Aviv. Villarreal, featuring another Nigerian, Samuel Chukwueze, we take on Salzburg. AC Milan versus Red Star Belgrade. Bayer Leverkusen will play against Young Boys. Club Brugge or Club Brugge, the way they call it over there, will battle Dynamo Kiev. Dinamo Zagreb versus SC Krasnodar, while Leicester City will battle Slavia Prague. Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. United won this match comfortably away from home. Yeah. PSV Eindhoven will take on Olympiacos, while Roma battles SC Braga.
Awesome matches we are looking at right now. For Manchester United, to me, I feel they have done enough to get to the last 16 after the 4-0 win in the first leg. Leicester City, they drew goalless with Slavia Prague, who has Nigerian Peter Olayinka in their ranks, and so 1-0 win will take the forces through. For Dynamo Zagreb, they did well to beat Krasnodar 3-2 in the first leg, and Club Brugge and Dynamo Kiev played at a 1-0 draw. So all Club Brugge need tonight is to get a goalless draw, and that will take them because they scored away from home. Napoli, yes, with or without Osimhen, this is a match I feel they have to win to progress because they lost the first leg 2-0 to Granada. So 2-0 win today will take them to extra time. So if they have to progress without any issues, then they have to score 3 goals to go past Granada. For Rangers, it was a 7-goal thriller against Royal Antwerp in the first leg, and Rangers won that game 4-3 with Joe Aribo on target. I'm playing at home today, the Ibrox Stadium. I think this is one match that Steven Gerrard will want to just ensure that yes, he takes care of it once and for all by getting on the we're taking the lead right then in the first half. So we expect another fireworks from that game versus Rangers and Royal Antwerp. But for Arsenal, well, they need a goalless draw will take them through, but they have to be serious this time because Benfica, especially their striker Pizzi, could shock them right out there at the Emirates. So let's see how things will pan out. For Ajax and Lee, Ajax won the first leg 2-1. Would they be able to beat on that and allow Lee to crash out? That is one match we have to look at because Lee at the moment are top of the French Ligue 1 and they are in form, so it is not yet over.
Okay, let's go to other sports now, and we look at athletics in the World Indoor Tour. America's Grant Holloway has broken the indoor 60 meters hurdles world record. He did this at the World Indoor Tour in Madrid, Spain. He ran 7.29 seconds to erase the record of Welshman Colin Jackson of 7.29 seconds. That was the record run, the time clocked by Holloway. He eclipsed the time of 7.36 seconds that Colin Jackson set in March 1994. The 23-year-old world champion had recorded the second fastest time in history in Leuven on the 9th of February. So after doing the second fastest, he now decided to go one better, and he ran the fastest time ever. World indoor champion Andrew Posey, the only Briton in action in the fifth and final event of the series, finished second in a season's best time of 7.51 seconds. Then elsewhere on Wednesday, Britain's Morgan Lake won the high jump competition in Belgrade with a leap of 1.96 meters. Her clearance was 1 centimeter off her personal best, but it was good enough to achieve Britain Olympic qualifying standard, which improved her chances of selection for Tokyo, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, which is coming up later this year. Then her compatriot Jasmine Sawyers was second behind Olympic bronze medalist Ivana Spanovic in the long jump with a leap of 6.50 meters, which was her biggest indoor jump in 4 years. Okay, so that's what's going on in the world of athletics. What's happening in golf? You know that Tiger Woods, we told you yesterday, in fact, even till this moment, we are praying for him because he was involved in an accident, single car accident, and he was the sole occupant of that vehicle, his SUV. And when you looked at the scene of the accident, where it started and where it ended, we just have to thank God that Tiger Woods is still with us. Yes, and that's exactly what Rory McIlroy has said. He said, look, we should just be thankful that Tiger Woods is still alive and not wondering whether he will play golf again. Let's just face it. Thank God. Thank God he's alive. He's responsive. We'll talk later about fixing the leg and whether he will be able to play golf again. But for now, we should just say, God, thank you that Tiger Woods made it. He is not gone. He's still with us.
Yeah, I will still we'll continue to pray until he gets on his feet and start talking to people, you know, and making statements about how things will pan out in his career and all that. Yes, he made a great comeback when he won the 15th major, but this is another massive one. We are praying that he should make full recovery from this accident. The trauma, everything that that played in his head following that accident right now, he needs time to really relax his mind. And the doctors, I want to say thank you to them for the way they responded quickly, because many accidents don't get as far as worse as this, but you see people dying and all that. So it was just the hand of God. There was one that happened right there at our junction here. 2 electric poles were down, talking about concrete poles, not just wooden poles, because when you see the speed at which the young man was driving, the car somersaulted, and when the people around here were able to bring the car down, the young man just opened the door, came out, locked the door again, slammed it, and went away before he came back to tow the vehicle, and then later fixed the electric poles and all that. The 2 airbags burst out, and I was like, wow, And
that's something I think should be talked about. I don't understand why drivers are crashing into electric poles, especially at this Enya area. Yeah, look, there's not been light for since around 2 a.m. last night. Until this moment, we don't have light in this area. I don't know what has happened, but on about 3 previous occasions that it happened, when we called BDC, it was that one of those was this incident that you're talking about. A driver running into poles. So I'm wondering why. I know accidents happen, but why consistently are drivers running into poles in this area? Is it that the poles are too close to the road or something? Or should there be a way to barricade that area so that they are not running into the poles? Because thank God that all these incidents that we have been having, nobody has died. We've not had loss, at least to the best of my knowledge, no loss of life has occurred. But it keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening. So something has got to be done. We've got to really check what is causing it. Is it that there is something on the road that's making them to swerve off the road and hit the poles? Or are the poles too close to the road? I don't understand why they are running into poles. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. For now, we are just thankful that Tiger Woods is alive and well. Okay, let's go to boxing now. WBC, that's the World Boxing Council, heavyweight champion Tyson Fury says a fight against the multiple world champion, IBF, WBO, WBA, and even IBO, although it is not one of the top prestigious titles. Anthony Joshua, that a fight with Anthony Joshua is no closer to being arranged than it was a year ago. Tyson Fury was speaking to ESPN and he confirmed that he will fight twice in 2021, regardless of whether a fight with Joshua is agreed. After Joshua, who's 31, knocked out Kubrat Pulev in December, his promoter Eddie Hearn said the fight could be sorted out in days. That's what he said. Yeah. And but now Tyson Fury is saying they've had a full year to try and make this fight happen. It is what it is. We are no further forward today than we were a year ago. The way it is at the moment with COVID-19, I don't think it has got much to do with the fighters. It is to do with the venue, date, place, site fees. It's to do with everything but the fight itself. So that's what he's saying. At least now he's not saying Anthony Joshua is afraid to fight him.
Yeah.
He's basically just saying because of the prevailing circumstances, this fight, it's not closer to happening than it was a year ago.
Yeah, it depends on the promoters. If the promoters are able to get the venue sorted out, the money involved, and every other logistics, I'm sure the boxers don't want to go at each other. But who would want to have a fight with between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury without a feed-up capacity, whether at Wembley or wherever? But with the present circumstances, COVID-19, I don't think any promoter or the governing bodies will allow that so much crowd into the hall to watch that fight. But I think if these fights they can wait till next year, maybe once COVID is being taken care of, in order for people to be able to go in there to watch the big fight. Let me say for now the biggest fight, the last 5 or 10 years. Let's see how things will go. But if they are not going to be much fans right there, maybe because of COVID-19, 2,000 or 1,500 fans, I don't think it will generate the kind of revenue. But all the same, the monies are available when it comes to boxing fights. But when it comes to having that kind of fight without fans, it's very difficult. But let's see. I'm sure if the fights fail to happen this year, hopefully next year we are going to have this fight. They've already signed the contract twice, but when is it going to happen? That is what we're talking about. So I'm sure it will come to reality, maybe before the end of this year or early next year.
Well, Tyson Fury has been inactive since he beat Deontay Wilder. Wilder was on a 5-year reign as WBC heavyweight champion, and in the rematch in Las Vegas in February 2020, Tyson Fury knocked him out. And reacting to that, he said, I should have boxed because I've been so inactive. By the time I fight again, looking at maybe June, if this Joshua fight happens, that will be a year and 6 months out of the ring, which is not ideal preparation for my super fight. If that fight against Joshua doesn't happen this summer, it's got to happen sooner or later. Yeah, that's what I think. Maybe we might have this fight, but not now. We are not sure when the fight will be. Okay, let's go down memory lane and celebrate this young, brash boxer who just burst onto the scene. Well, first in the 1960 Olympics and then later at the 1964 World Heavyweight Championship when he took on the champion, and everybody thought he was just going to be beaten blue and black, but he was able to shock the world. He technically knocked out Sonny Liston, and it was recorded as a 7th round TKO because Sonny Liston could not answer the bell at the 7th round. They claimed he had a dislocated shoulder, but Ali, come on. We saw how Ali pummeled him from round 1 to round 6. Let's enjoy Muhammad Ali, his poetry on Sonny Liston, because this is the anniversary of that fight that happened on the 25th of February 1964.
Sonny might be great, but he will leave in 8. If he want to go to heaven, I'll get him in 7. He'll be in a worse fix if I cut it to 6. If he keeps talking jive, he'll go in 5. If he make me sore, he'll go like more. If he keeps talking about me, I'll get him in 3. If that don't do, he'll fall in 2. And if he run, he'll go in 1. And if he don't want to fight, he should keep himself home that night.
Muhammad Ali. Then he was known as Cassius Clay, dishing out poetry on Sonny Liston. And he said because everybody thinks that Sonny Liston is that great, he's going to knock him out in round 8. And then if he wants to go to heaven, he's going to take him in 7. And then he will be in a fix because he will take him in round 6. But then after Sonny Liston didn't answer the bell for round 7, and after the match, Muhammad Ali was being interviewed, and he said Sonny Liston didn't want to make him look so great. That's why he did not come out for round 8. And then the interviewer asked him, so what was that poetry on 7? And then he said, yeah, if he wants to go to heaven, I'll take him in 7. And that's what happened. So he took him in round 7. Muhammad Ali, of course, left us, was it 4 years ago now, 2016? Yeah, so, yeah, may the soul of the greatest, he called himself the greatest, and after some time, the world acknowledged that he is, or he was, the greatest boxer ever. So we celebrate Muhammad Ali, and we also celebrate Sonny Liston. Let's not forget, before those 2 fights with Muhammad Ali, he was a ferocious fighter that nobody wanted to get into the ring with. So we celebrate all of them. God rest their souls. Okay, let's quickly look at the results of the matches from the NBA last night.
Okay, looking at the matches that we played, Golden State Warriors were in action, and they were able to beat Indiana Pacers 111 points to 107. Back-to-back wins for them after beating New York Knicks 2 days ago. Boston Celtics took on Atlanta Hawks, and it was the Hawks that won 127 to 112 points. Houston Rockets were in action. They lost to Cleveland Cavaliers 112 to 96 points, while Toronto Raptors were beaten by Miami Heat 116 to 108 points. Elsewhere, Minnesota Timberwolves were beaten by Chicago Bulls 133 to 126 points. Detroit Pistons lost to New Orleans Pelicans 118 to 128 points. San Antonio Spurs took on Oklahoma City Thunder. It was the Thunder that emerged victors with 102 to 99 points, while Charlotte Hornets beat Phoenix Suns 124 to 121 points. Then LA Lakers without Anthony Davis and also Dennis Schroeder, they were beaten by informed Utah Jazz 114 to 89.
Lakers, that should be their, is it 3rd now or 4th consecutive loss? So I think this is their worst run this season. Yeah, they've lost back-to-back, but then by the 3rd game they win. But this time they've been on a losing streak for some time, although even the matches you see that they are very close. And LeBron James is basically telling them, look, without Anthony Davis, others should step up. We should be able to fight this battle until Anthony Davis can return.
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing that he could do yesterday. At halftime, I think it was 54 to 41 thereabout, because I had to follow the game last night, and I thought, okay, let's see if LeBron will be able to shoulder the LA Lakers at this time. But it was too much for him, because you have the Jazz, tearing everyone apart. So good luck to the Jazz for ensuring that they maintain that winning streak. Okay, these were the matches that we played yesterday. Looking at the fixtures for today, we've got a couple of them here. Indiana Pacers will be at Boston Celtics. Houston Rockets will take on the Toronto Raptors. Sacramento Kings will be at Detroit Pistons. Utah Jazz, this time we travel to Miami to face the Heat. Phoenix Suns will be at Chicago Bulls. LA Clippers will take on Memphis Grizzlies. Atlanta Hawks versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Charlotte Hornets will be at Golden State Warriors, while Portland Trail Blazers this time will be at Los Angeles Lakers. So Lakers playing at the Staples Center today. I hope there will be tomorrow morning. I hope they will be able to come back to winning ways. But Anthony Davis and Schroeder, these guys need to come back faster. If not, it will be difficult for the Lakers.
Okay, let us look at your messages now. This one reads, guys, just wait and see how Chelsea will look after the massive signings next season. And as for Abraham, his time at Chelsea is over with the coming of Haaland. Maybe we will give him to Bendel Insurance, Chelsea owner from Upper Mission Extension. Bendel Insurance has better strikers. We don't want it. And who told you that Haaland is going to Chelsea? It's just speculation. No? Anyway, you are the Chelsea owner, so you are ready to. As some Chelsea fans used to boast, Abramovich will just remove the money from his back pockets and pay. So maybe you are ready to do that. This one reads, "Hello sports guys, my name is Chris. I feel the problem of Bendel Insurance is the coaching crew. A coach who is always comfortable at home and lose away is not a good coach. I don't see this Bendel Insurance side gaining promotion to MPFL in 5 years to come. The coach and the players should be overhauled and new players should be selected in the team." My brother, isn't this too harsh? So the season has just started now. They won one. They lost away from home. Yeah. It was a penalty that this is the Nigerian National League we are talking about. You think it's no?
The first match they came from a goal down.
Yeah, and they won. I don't understand what you even mean by a coach that's comfortable winning at home and losing away from home. I mean, look. Did you forget that the last season it wasn't when did Roland Senode they even join the team? Sorry, there we go again. Roland Senode and Benadogbe. When did Benadogbe join the team? Last season they were even top of the table as at the time that it was truncated, and I think they even had an away win that time. Yeah. If memory serves me right, they already had an away win before the season was truncated. So it's not fair to say they win away from home. They win at home and lose away from home. No, and it's not fair. They just start. This season just started. Yeah, I know everybody. We want them to win away. We want them at worst get a draw, and then every home match must be a win. That's our model. That's what we've told them. If you want to qualify for the Nigerian Professional Football League, this is the model you've got to adopt. Home games, non-negotiable, win them. Then away, you have to. If you are going to play 10 away matches, you have got to try and win 3 or 4. Then draw a couple. Yeah, we can allow maximum of 3 losses, but the others you've got to win or a draw. Okay, so that's it. Let's not be too harsh on them. The season just started. All right, time for us to blow the final whistle on this edition of the show.
They are physically strong and they did a great defensive job. It's a good result for us, and that's the most important thing. I don't think creativity is an issue as we scored and didn't concede. We've got a lot of absentees, but we're on the right track. We are strong defensively, didn't give up any chances and got our away goal. Real Madrid manager Zinedine Zidane praised his players after a 1-0 win over Atalanta in UEFA Champions League last 16 first leg at the Bergamo, Italy last night. And that's the final whistle on the show this morning.
All right, that's our package. We'll see you at 4 p.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. I'm Sali Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Egosa Agbekan. KU News Update is at 9. Please stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
For yourself, oh, this no be the one you go take only ear here, oh. You must take your eyes see so that you self go enjoy wetin other people they enjoy. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarter where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and models for affordable price. Whether na the small one for barber shop or I been a big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Uyi Technica, the place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill, and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Bakam Uyi Technica get them for the kind of money where they your pocket. Bakam Uyi Technica get am. Come take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Uyi Technica, 79, 81 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all other Uyi Technical branches. Uyi Technica, affordable products for everybody jollification.
One expert don't land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This now your big opportunity to make better money on top all your bets. We be bigger. My Niger people, I beg, make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on oneexpert.ng. Don't forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. One expert. Bet we're there for everybody.
2.7 KUFM. From Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM News Update.
Welcome to KUFM's News Update at 9. I am God's Love, Orlando. The Senate on Wednesday approved 11.35 billion naira as the budget of the Nigeria Police Trust Fund (NPTF) in the 2020 fiscal year. The approval came following consideration of the harmonized report of the Senate and House of Representatives Committee on Police Affairs. The implementation of the NPTF 2020 budget will lapse on the 30th of April 2021. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Police Affairs, Senator Haliru Jika, presented the report of his committee at plenary. He noted that the Joint Committee observed that it was the first budget of the NPTF since the Establishment Act came into being in the year 2019. Also, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Peter Nwubochi, has assured the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) of the support and collaboration of his committee in the development of the Niger Delta region. Speaking on Wednesday during the oversight visit of the Senate Committee at the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt, Senator Nwubochi stated that the Commission's strategy of engagement and collaboration was important for progress in the Niger Delta region. Elsewhere, the Minister of Health, Osagie Ehanire, said Nigeria is expecting to receive its first batch of the COVID-19 vaccines by the beginning of March. Ehanire said this on Wednesday while addressing journalists after the Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja. The federal government had said last week that Nigeria would receive 4 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine very soon. He also noted that about 70% of the population is expected to be inoculated within 2 years. And finally, a news update at 9 in Anambra State, where 4 policemen were reportedly killed on Wednesday at Mbologu in Agwata local government area of Anambra State by unknown gunmen and their rifles taken away. They were killed at a checkpoint in the community, and the police patrol vehicle at the checkpoint was set ablaze by the assailants. Police Public Relations Officer Mohammed Haruna said the gunmen, who drove in both a saloon car and a black Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC SUV, opened fire on the policemen deployed to patrol the 2 locations. He said the Commissioner of Police, Monday Bala, has ordered for discreet investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident and bring perpetrators of the dastardly act to book. And that's KUFM's News Update at 9. Please stay with us for more interesting programs, news updates at every hour. And do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world, either by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. For visual purposes, join us live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria. Coming up next is Dialogue. I am God's Love, Orlando, saying thanks for listening and good morning.
Don't you touch that dial.
Sugar, don't touch that dial.
KUFM 92.7.
Everybody wants to know more of this and more of that. What is happening around the globe? Me, myself, I want to know. Said you know more, 'cause I Are you the best station? It's knocking on your door. Just sit back and relax, hey. Just sit back and relax. Cause all you have to do is tune into 92.7 KUFM. 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 Tune into 92.7 information. Tune into 92.7 KUFM. Tune into 92.7
92.7 KUFM. Turn on excitement.
Hey, my people, wahala dey for town o. Una never hear say na double wahala na coronavirus carry come for this second wave? Upon the many people wey coronavirus don kill, the corona wey dey town now use 4 times bad pass the first one o. So government say make we all dey wear face mask. No be just to put the face mask for face o, you must wear your face mask take cover your nose and mouth. Na offense if you no wear your face mask outside your house. Government sef don dey catch and punish people on top this matter. Wash your hands always with soap under running water. Maintain social distance, especially for church and mosque or market. Government say make plenty people no gather o. Remember say government don ban public swimming pool and pool party for now. Curfew na still 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Monitoring committee dey o. I beg make dem no carry you go court. Stay safe. Na Edo State government na bring una this message o.
All the programs on KU 92.7 are now open for sponsorship and advert placements. For sponsorship and advert placements, call now for inquiries 070-380-50243 or 080-8877-3644 or visit KUFM Marketing Office located at the top floor of the Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, Benin City, Edo State. 92.7 KUFM is your business growth partner.
Good news! Scratch that. Great news! KUFM 92.7 is about to turn the excitement up a notch again. This time, we bring the world to you. We can now broadcast your events, parties, birthdays, marriage ceremony, naming ceremony, political rallies, and lots more to the world live. For any of the mentioned event coverage, simply visit our marketing office at 62 4th floor, Enterprise Building, Ihama Road, GRA Benin City, Edo State, or our broadcast station at Ward 8 and Bypass, Benin Auchi Expressway, Edo State, Nigeria, or call these numbers 0806 023 2180 or 0806 530 5657. KUFM. Turn on excitement.
Our own problem na road,
but we sef no get light.
Make una hold am there. How government wan take know wetin everybody want sef? That na why government bring this better program wey they call data to make Edo great again. Na this better program government go take get better information to plan and to do plenty projects. This information so na they want to help people for their business. Those wey no fit work, dem go use am to take properly number houses, name street, and make sure say development reach everywhere for we state. Plus other better things. E get people where government go dey send from house to house for all the local government to collect this information. Abeg, when we see them, make we cooperate with them. Because without better data and information, no government fit plan well for im people. Una know say this our government for Edo State won't make life better for all the people.
This message is brought to you by the Edo State government.
At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Hello, business owners and service providers. Your station of choice, KUFM 92.7 Benin City, is out with another bumper offer. Introducing KU Awoof Market. We are giving huge discounts on adverts at specific times of the day. That means you don't have any reason not to let the world know about your products and services. Cause no matter the size of your pocket, KUFM has got you covered. For inquiries, please call 0703 805 0243 or 0807 401 4147. Hurry now and take advantage of this wonderful offer to advertise your goods and services on KUFM at mouth-watering discounts. KU Awoof Market gives you massive exposure with the station's wide reach across its terrestrial and online platforms at lower rates. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Broadcasting is about being professional. When reporting our stories, we strive to be objective and stay neutral.
But most importantly, understanding that radio is not just about entertainment, but a means of sharing information and educating you.
Understanding how powerful the radio is, we cannot allow falsehood spread. It could destroy all the progress we have made as a people. And that's why we only deal with facts.
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 KUFM, we are authentic, fast, thorough, and factual.
We break the story.
We break true stories.
On KU, we urge you, spread facts, learn facts.
Fake news isn't news. Be factual.
Nigeria's political landscape has evolved over the years, but since 1960, the yearnings of the people have remained the same.
Me, my own problem I like to. I don't tire.
There are no jobs in this country.
Everyone pays to carry 250 million naira go buy motor. Corruption for this country too much.
Our healthcare in Nigeria is really poor. Women are dying at childbirth almost every day.
Join us on the program Dialogue as we focus on Nigeria's political scene. We bring you interviews from political gladiators.
So this wasn't the problem with the governors. It was the corruption in the SS School account. It was the fact that without any clearance, the federal government dips their hand in the SS School account to fund their business. And SS School account is money you save from the state government and the federal government.
In-depth analysis of policy statements.
Nigeria does have a problem with corruption, and so do many other countries, including developed countries. I don't like the fact that when people mention the name Nigeria, the next thing they say is corruption. This is a country of 170 million people. 99.9% of them are hardworking citizens who just want to get on with their lives, and they want a government that delivers for them.
And voicing your political opinion every weekday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 92.7 KUFM. Dialogue. Your voice counts.
Join the conversation on KUFM's Dialogue as we introduce written voices.
You can now keep the conversation going beyond 10 a.m. Send us your views on topical or burning issues of the moment, news, current affairs, or socio-political issues that you may wish to share your thoughts on. It must be civil, factual, straight to the point, and in not more than 150 words, and we will give it a voice. Send your views to kufmdialogue@gmail.com or via our WhatsApp platform on 0807 552 7556. Keep the conversation going. Dialogue. Your voice counts.
Good morning, Benin City. It's 15 minutes going past 9, and we are live right here on 92.7 KUFM for the program Dialogue. 25th day in the month of February 2021. It's Thursday, and we're bringing our stories down to Edo State. Before we move on, I am Godslove Orlando.
My name is Charles Oporum.
Now let's check out the messages that you've sent to us via the Written Voices platforms. Happens that we just have one message from one person. This is Ibrahim from Agbo Road. In some states, we hear of huge annual budgetary figures, but to see where the budget are being expropriated is always the problem. Only that the handlers of this budget becomes richer than the state, and as such, we continue to rattle around underdevelopment. Thank you, Ibrahim from Agbo Road. Okay, that's the only message we have this morning on the program. Like I said earlier, it's Thursday, and we're bringing the stories back home. And today we're going to be focusing on the educational sector here in Edo State concerning the strike.
The effects of strike.
The effects of strike, especially from the non-academic sector. Yeah, we know that SANU and NASU, they are on strike, and we're going to see the effect of these strike, not just only the non-academic sector, but of course the academic sector. How much effect has this strike played on the educational sector here in Benin City? We'll be back after this short break. We have a report from our newsroom. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll get talking.
Join the conversation on KUFM's Dialogue as we introduce Written Voices. You can now keep the conversation going beyond 10 a.m. Send us your views on topical or burning issues of the moment, news, current affairs, or socio-political issues that you may wish to share your thoughts on. It must be civil, factual, straight to the point, and in not more than 150 words, and we will give it a voice. Send your views to kufmdialogue@gmail.com or via our WhatsApp platform on 0807 552 7556. Keep the conversation going. Dialogue. Your voice counts.
On air, online,
On your mobile. Check it out. Welcome to KUFM Benin.
Yes, remember you can catch us anywhere online, either visiting our website at www.kufm.net. Scroll down, you see a play button, click on it, and you have us anywhere in the world. Or you can just download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. And if you want to see us, what we do in the studio for visual purposes, join us live on YouTube at KFM Nigeria. Welcome back. It's still Dialogue right here on 92.7. Let's get talking.
Okay, so I'm sure that if you live in Nigeria, you would be familiar with the term strike. Academic Staff Union of University, ASU strike. I mean, in the past, since 1999, it shows us that Nigerian universities have gone on strike 15 times from 1999 to 2020. Okay, as of 2020, okay, eventually ASU had an understanding with the federal government, but in 2021, we understand that the other unions in the university system, SANU and NASU, have also embarked on their own strike, which has more or less, crippled activities in universities. So, we'll take a listen to this report, this Extra Voices report, filed in by Mr. Nosahai Wadiai. And when we come back, we'll do some data analysis. Stay with us.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
For over 10 months, students of tertiary institutions in Nigeria were away from campuses following worldwide lockdown as a result of the coronavirus pandemic and the subsequent strike action embarked upon by Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Relief came the way of the students and parents when Nigerian lecturers announced suspension of the strike action, which lingered for months, on Wednesday, the 23rd of December 2020, and took effect from Thursday, 24th December 2020.
In struggle for our members, there is victory.
But the good news was short-lived, as their sisters' unions also called for industrial action. Ever since the Nigerian Ivory Tours have been unsettled, the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, NASU, are agitating for their welfare and other packages.
We are pleading that the public should understand with us that we are not insensitive to the plights of our children. A worker deserves his wages. Some
campuses monitored by Extra Voices, including University of Benin, UNIBEN, and Abus Ali University, AAU Ekpoma, activities are being run skeletally following the withdrawal of their services.
Our members have complied fully.
A 400-level law student of UNIBEN, Benjamin Efubokan, told Extra Voices that the strike action had begun to have negative impact on students.
We have some challenges, water are not actually available, and light, and there are some things that some electrical stuff that students want to report to reporters to come and fix, but because they're on strike, all these things are left abandoned.
President of Students Union Government, AAU, Comrade Osamagbe Egobamie, narrated similar ordeals at the campus.
We're in the middle of a pandemic, and as such, it is very sad that the school's health center is closed due to the fact that the director of health is also a member of NASU. He's been reluctant coming to school to open the school health center. We've had so many cases. Even yesterday, one of my students had an attack in the hostel. We had to rush the student down to hospital off campus.
Comrade Tom Onofwe, who is SANU chairman at AAU, said their strike action had commenced months after the national strike due to internal crisis.
We embarked on the strike for so many reasons, but the few ones we are really on strike for now is the non-payment of our salaries and check-off.
The National Association of Academic Technologists, NAT, ECPOMA, had also embarked upon strike action over non-payment of member salaries and union dues running to several months.
So what the management have been doing is to manage to pay the net. So our deductions were not remitted to the appropriate schemes.
Though students of AAU are currently writing exams and being conducted by lecturers, chairman of ASU in the state-owned institution, Dr. Monday Gbafen, said the participation of the union's members is not an indication that their differences have been resolved.
We are a union of due process. We are in a process to ensure that we exhaust all the processes. We have met severally to say we are going on strike, and we said we must get approval from our national body, and we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Peace has returned. I'm not aware of that.
The public relations officer of the institution, Edward Aheva, blamed